Determining whether or not somebody's nervous or anxious is pretty easy because people have a hard time hiding it. So let me explain. There's essentially usually two responses to anxiety non-verbally. So there's either, you can get into like a whole flight and fight response. So basically what it is either people move around a lot or they're stoic and still as all hell. All right, so they either move around a ton or don't move at all. So it's like the guy who's really anxious on a first date. Sits really, really carefully and doesn't move. Or fidgets and moves their arms or moves their legs or taps something. It's one of the things we tend to do. So what you're going to look for is to determine whether or not somebody's nervous. The first thing is essentially fidgety sort of behavior, right? So tapping or some sort of constant movement in something, right? Now some people have bad habits. Some people just tend to fidget a lot or move a lot, so it may not be an indication of anxiety for them. But so you'll tend to so if you sit down on a date, for example, and all of a sudden for the biggest nonverbal indication of anxiety on a date in men is the rubbing of the thighs. I don't know why they do it, but they do it. I do it. I've caught myself doing it. I'm like, So they basically take two palms on your thighs and they rub them. And it's like essentially trying to get, sweat off your hands or whatever, right? So that's reliable. Another thing you're looking for is what's called pacifying gestures or soothing gestures. Essentially what people do when they're anxious is they rub themselves to calm themselves down. So it's similar to like in boardroom meetings, you see people really confident, but when they talk about a certain area that they're not confident about, you'll see them slowly rub their fingers together, right? Or like women will play with the back of their neck, rub the back of the neck, or rub their hands in a certain way. It's basically we're anxious, so we try to soothe ourselves by calming ourselves down. Think of like a baby crying and the mother kind of like slowly like tickles the baby or caresses them in a certain way to calm them or soothe them. We do that to ourselves. It's self-soothing mechanism. It's very, very interesting. So I look for ways of people pacifying themselves. And it's cool because if you can spot people in your day-to-day interactions that are anxious and somehow you can help them with that anxiety, it's immediate rapport.